Comedian Dave Chappelle just shared a story about a very uncomfortable dinner that he had with Kanye West and his alleged wife, Bianca Censori. And why was Dave Chappelle uncomfortable? For reasons you would probably assume. So, shout out to Reddit.com in the Kanye forum. There was someone who had attended the Dave Chappelle show who spilled the tea about what went down. The user said, and I quote, "I went to a Dave Chappelle show last night and he had multiple jokes directed at Ye throughout the night, but he did say there's no beef between them. He recently had dinner with Ye and Bianca, but said it was the most uncomfortable dinner he has ever attended because Bianca was basically naked. He said it looked like she woke up, put some makeup on, slapped some duct tape on her titties, and shoved a cork up her coochie and walked out the door." The fact that this sounds so accurate about the way that she typically looks is like laugh worthy, but it's also sad because this girl is actually walking out in public and being photographed like this, and the photos are going to live on forever. It's like a giant humiliation ritual. Listen, I believe this user 100% because one thing about Dave Chappelle comedy shows is he's going to tell stories about what's going on in his real life. I remember seeing him live in 2020, just before the pandemic. It was in February. And he was talking about Dream Hampton cutting ties with him. Like, he will share and spill the tea about what is going on in his personal life. And listen, we all see the way that Bianca walks around on a regular basis. I can't even really post the photos like that, of her most typical outfits because they are just so inappropriate. The woman is quite literally nude a lot of the time in public. And I find it to be very inappropriate. And I wish that more was being done to kind of like put a clamp on this, because I think it's unfair that like when you're walking around in public or the people around them, they're subjected to seeing this nude woman that they didn't want to go see, like you're just trying to have dinner. You're just trying to go to a movie, this, that, or the other. And this woman is just walking around naked with her, boobs hanging out and her butt hanging out in front of you. You've got your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your mom, your dad, your grandparents, or your kids around for this. And it's really uncomfortable. I think it's really unfair the way that these two parade around. And I really wish that something could be done about it. You guys remember in Italy, he had her blowing her on a boat in the wide open middle of the afternoon sky. And there were people eating on a restaurant patio next to him. There were children there. Like, they're just really, really disturbing and disgusting. And so I 1,000% believe Dave Chappelle. And I really wish that something could be done about this because I find it to be wholly and completely inappropriate at the end of the day. By the way, what is the basis behind this? I remember when Kanye and Bianca started walking around kind of like barefoot or whatever, people said that he was going to be releasing a new shoe. We saw him roll that out because he went from barefoot to socks. And it turns out that those socks are actually shoes, like those new Yeezy pods, I think they're called, which, by the way, I do think are a brilliant idea. And I think they're very useful, especially for ladies when you're trying to come home from the club, and you can't just typically you're limping to the car if you live in North America or something like that. And then you take out or the suburbs, and then you take out your shoes in the car, right? And then maybe you slip into slippers or flats or whatever. But for people like us who live in like a Paris or a Milan or a Madrid or something like that, where you're more metropolitan and you would have to take a metro after the club, you would like something that you could easily slip into your purse or whatever and pull it out and then carry your heels on the way home as you walk comfortably in those Yeezy pods, So that was intelligent. And I saw the marketing behind that with him having a lot of people wonder about his feet, what's going on there, when is he going to wear shoes again? So he launches the pods. So now, a lot of people are speculating that the reason why Bianca is practically typically nude is because he wants to compete with his ex-wife, Kim Kardashian, who has launched a Skims line, who is very successful. So maybe he's trying to do that. Maybe Yeezy undergarments will be the next thing. And then he will build on top of that. And we'll see her wear proper clothing. And that's going to be the actual fashion line for women. That's the vibe I'm getting here. I hope I'm correct because I would love to see this woman start to wear some proper clothes. I'm sure she, for herself, is probably, excited to wear some proper clothes at a certain point too. But listen, at the end of the day, Bianca is a grown woman with free agency to do and wear and speak and whatever she wants. And so I hope she exercises that right at a certain point, because I imagine that even for herself, it's getting kind of tiresome to wear these outfits. These outfits are not nice to look at. They're not fun. They're not pretty. They're just nudity. You know what I mean? So and she can't, it seems like she can't even paint her nails. She can't even paint her toenails. Then she always has to have the little short, sleek back hair, it's boring. It really, really is. And I imagine that she's a creative and fun person. When I saw photos of her before Kanye with her beautiful long hair and everything like that, not that short hair is ugly or anything. It's just like she seemed like more like expressive. You know, she had these like long hair. She had this like more beautiful, vibrant makeup. And then even her style of dress was like a lot different too. You know, she was wearing proper clothes and really expressing herself. And I feel like when you take away someone's freedom of expression through the form of fashion, like that sucks and that's hard, you know? So I really hope that she's able to have a say, at least, in what it is that she's wearing, because this is a mess. And I really hope that he and she start to respect other people a little bit more and by dressing properly in public. Anyway, that's all I got to say on this. Let me know what you think about Dave Chappelle spilling the tea on the way that Bianca Censori popped out practically naked to a dinner. I guess it was a double date. Dave Chappelle, his wife Kanye, and Bianca Censori. Oh, Lord. And don't forget, there's no footage of this because at Dave Chappelle shows, he takes away your cell phone, right? So this is just someone recounting it from an eyewitness. Let me know what you think, you guys, in the comment section down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye.